Welcome to Game Crunch, your weekly video game podcast. My name is Mike Anastasia. With me tonight, we have Nick.
Badass bitch.
And Brandon.
Does that shit? We're already fucking done. Alright, good night, everybody.
Game things. Peaches, apparently. So, what do we got this week?
Oh,
E3?
man.
It's happening.
E3 is happening. Oh my god, I'm crying. That was fucking funny. Nick, thanks for that. Thanks.
You're welcome. I thought it was appropriate.
I like to follow up with you exactly where you left off.
I don't know what we've been playing. Brandon's got some games.
Yeah,
Are you
I'll
playing-
go.
Huh?
I'll go over them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon.
Thank
This
you
is
for
a video
doing
game
that.
Podcast, so I appreciate it.
No, I mean, I go ahead and get those out of the way first because it's the newest shit.
Okay, yeah.
If
That's
you
that
want me
shit.
to. That's
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah. Oh yeah, shit.
Oh yeah, shit.
Alright, so speaking of oh yeah shit, I bought No More Heroes on PC.
So you're saying it's a shit game?
No, I love No More Heroes. I love
Well,
No
no,
More
I know
Heroes
No
1
More-
and 2.
Well, what about the PC version? Is the PC?
PC version's just the Switch version ported over to it, but
Okay.
because of that, any of the things that you would have on a PC, such as FPS over 60 or G-Sync or any of that stuff, yeah, if you've got any of that fancy shit, then you're gonna have problems with the game. So the better computer you have, the worse this will run.
Nice. That's the
Makes
best.
sense.
Mm-hmm. So I had to turn off my G-Sync and I had to put it down to 60 hertz so I could play the game. I mean, it's fine. It's good. It's No More Heroes. I really like No More Heroes 1 and 2. That's really all I have to say. It's like it's $20 or it's $17.99, and like that's a fair price for what this is. I feel it's a very bare bones port to the point where it's almost like just straight up ripped from the Switch version. But it's not bad.
Is it
it's
just the
just-
first game, or did you get both?
I only bought the first game right now because I wanted to play through the entire game and see just how bad the problems get as I get further into the game.
Okay.
That's why I made that decision. So I'm just playing the first one right now. And then I also played the new Phantasy Star Online 2, because in case you guys didn't know, last year, I think it was, or maybe 2 years ago, Phantasy Star Online 2 announced a new version of Phantasy Star Online 2 called New Genesis, which is completely open world and honestly kind of looks and plays like Xenoblade.
Like in a good way.
Yeah, like in a good way. Like
That's not a bad thing, right?
no, not at all. It's actually really good. I'm gonna show you this, Mike, because I did upload a video so you can see for yourself what I mean by like plays like Xenoblade. I'm just gonna put this into the general. So here you go. But anyway, no, it's got the same kind of thing that you would expect from the Phantasy Star game, but now it's open world and you can kind of go anywhere. And you do little missions out in the open world with all the other players that are on the server. And it's really good. It's really pretty. Most of my stuff carried over from the first game, like completely. The
That's
biggest
cool.
issue, which you might actually see in the video, you definitely see in the video, I just checked, is the servers are incredibly laggy because everyone's attempting to play it right now.
I was gonna say something looked weird with like.
Oh no, that's lag. That's 100% lag. The enemies are standing in place because they're actually moving around right now and damaging the thing I'm supposed to be protecting. However, I can't do anything to stop them because it's lag in the server.
Oh,
But if I just keep firing at them, then you see all my damage numbers basically proc at one point. So like it's just building up all my damage numbers because the servers are just going to shit. But like you can see how like you got the big open area and you got all the people there and you're having to use your abilities and cast this sort of thing, and it's like you're able to freely move around, but like you press like a button to like fire your gun or swing your sword or what have you, and it's done in a way that's kind of like the Xeno Blade sort of deal here. And like I said, with all the open world shenanigans of this and being able to like see anything and be like, okay, I'm gonna go there. It really had that Xenoblade feel, and I do mean that in a good way, because like a lot of the part of Xenoblade that I thought was the coolest was just like seeing an area and being like, I'm going there, and then just going there, and that's kind of how this game is. You've got this new ability where like you can float, and I mean like hover indefinitely, so I can like climb to the top of a mountain and then just do a double jump off and then like hover around the entire world and like travel that way. They also have like teleports and that sort of thing, so there's like fast travel now. And since it's no longer instanced in a way where it was like, oh, you go to this you go and set up this mission and then that's the mission and that's blah blah blah. The missions now feel a lot more natural because they just kind of happen out in the open world. And what you do is you just explore the world and kill things, level up, and do missions that sort of way. So like if you look in the video I posted for you, Mike, you'll see like an E there. That E was because there was like a event going on there. That's why there are just so many monsters in that area, and why there's quite a few actual players, because all the people with green bars over their heads are actual players alongside me. So we were all just trying to take down these monsters together. And it's really cool, because you can have like, I think 30 people in your room at a time.
Mm-hmm.
So like you got like 30 people and you're running around in the open, and then yeah, it's fucking sick. It's a lot of fun. And on top of that, like there's what's the word I'm looking for? In like MMOs when they have like realms and that sort of thing, where it's like, oh, this realm is full, so go to realm 3 or 4 or that sort of thing. So they got that deal. So it's like there are like 100 rooms with 30 people allowed per room. So it's a pretty decent amount. And like then when you're in that room with the other 30 people, it's the entire open world that's free to you. You can go anywhere in the game. And it's super neat. It's a lot of fun. I think once they actually get the servers up and running the way it should, it's going to be a great game. And even right now, as it is, like it's a minor inconvenience at best to deal with the lag for the game that is there, because it's incredibly pretty, it plays really well, and it's just kind of a joy to like explore the new world that they've presented to you. So
it does look very reminiscent of Xenoblade.
But yeah, it's a very, very good game. I've been enjoying that. I played that about 10 hours yesterday. So there's that.
Seems late for you. You must only mildly like it.
It launched yesterday.
I know you would have had a good 26 hours in by now.
Well, no, I had doctor's appointments and stuff this morning, but I did play until like 8 a.m. when it went live at like 5 or some shit. I don't know. I played for a very long time.
It's a very long time.
I took breaks. That's why I only have 10 hours and not like 12 or 15. But
how dare you try to sleep?
I had to. I had responsibilities. But yeah, just in general, I like the fact that I was able to bring over my entire character. If you look in the video I was showing, Nick, you could see I'm Aqua from Konosuba. That's my character right now.
Very nice.
And like all the collaboration stuff from Phantasy Star Online 2, the original game, was brought over, so you can wear all of those items for the most part. And I mean, it's awesome. I had a lot of fun playing this game last night. So there you go.
Good.
Nice.
It's something else too, right? Oh, we already talked about No More Heroes.
Yeah, we talked about No More Heroes. I'm good. That's all I want to say.
So I did start a new old game. Do you guys want to guess what it is, or do you just want me to tell you what it is?
Can you tell us what system it's on?
Switch.
A new old game?
Yeah.
Did you start No More Heroes also?
No, I still haven't finished No More Heroes from last time. I got to the final boss on it, and for whatever reason, the final boss on that game is kind of annoying.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember why I stopped. I think maybe I was playing without the Joy-Cons or something, and I was just playing with the controller, and I just didn't like playing that way, so I stopped. And for some reason, I just haven't gone back to it. I don't know. Really. But I do want to finish it because I want to finish both games before No More Heroes 3.
Mm-hmm.
But you know me, I decided to start random other games instead. So
how dare you not finish games?
I know.
I don't know. What is the game? Tell us.
It's it's your favorite Switch game.
It's my favorite Switch game?
in quotes, in asterisks. You don't really love it. I started up Breath of the Wild again.
That was gonna be my guess, actually.
I had threatened to do it a couple months ago, if you guys remember. But I was just sitting there, and I was just kind of like, well, because I'm kind of like in the E3 hype mood, because there's all this E3 stuff going on, you guys know. And I'm probably going to see the Breath of the Wild, and I did want to play through it again. And because I haven't played through it since, I was going to say launch, but that's not quite true, because I did play the extra dungeon that they put out for DLC. But that was even kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? It was literally just starting in that dungeon and not really spending any time with like the other DLC stuff. So it was Age of Calamity when I played through that. I was like, oh, I kind of want to go back and see like what Breath of the Wild is. But so I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it. And so I did. And that is how it's going. So I like this a lot more than I remember liking it. And I think I gave it Game of the Year for myself that year. But I think we ended up giving it overall to Mario Odyssey. But I really enjoy it, and I forgot how much I enjoyed it, how clever some of the stuff that they did in the game was, and how like even some of the things that like in retrospect we like to complain about aren't really as annoying as they actually are. Like it's so easy to bitch about the weapons breaking, but then like I always have so many weapons, like I'm not really worried about it, you know? Like, or maybe you don't, I don't know. Just like it's like, oh, his weapon broke, whatever. Fuck it, I got 10 other weapons I can use instead. But this time, though, I went through and I played a little bit differently, which I think made a big difference too. So I went through and I went and I did I did the elephant dungeon first this time. And then right after that, I was just like, fuck it, I'm just going to get the Master Sword. So I just grinded out shrines until I can go get the Master Sword. So now I have the Master Sword already, which is nice. Okay. So I just go through and slice through things like super easy now. So I'm like, oh, this is a much smarter way to do it. And I just did the camel, and then I'm on my way to the bird, and that's as far as I got. But I got a lot done. I've already seen like a lot of stuff in the last week, so it's fun. It's nice being back to it, and it's just, like I said, it's just there's a lot of stuff that we would bitch about it, and it just was not as bad as I remember it being. The other thing that I like to bitch about a lot too is the fucking rain, and I will say the rain did piss me off again this time. It is annoying. Like if you're climbing up something and it starts raining, you're like, oh, I guess I'll just sit here and wait it out. And the one time I got really annoyed by it, I didn't realize it was a story thing. Like I sat by this cliff for like 15 minutes waiting for it to stop raining, and then found out it was like a story beat, and I was like, oh, who knew? So, that's it. It's interesting the combinations of things that like the game comes up with. And I feel like I just already learned a lot of tricks I didn't even know the first time I went through it. So it's just the sandbox mode's neat. I really want to see what they end up doing with Breath of the Wild 2. Because part of me is this like, oh, they're going to do like a Majora's Mask where it'll be like a similar game, but it will be different. And then part of me is just like, yeah, but you never fucking know. They could just do something wild and be like, it's Wind Waker 2 all of a sudden. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to do? You never know.
I hope so. I hope they do something stupid, and I'm just like, I like this stupid. This is my form of stupid.
See, I mean, you think about it with Zelda games, they very rarely like repeat like even sequel to sequel. They're not that similar. Like you had Ocarina of Time, which kind of like reset the bar, and then you had Majora's Mask, which was similar in some ways, but then you had that whole crazy time mechanic. And Wind Waker, and then you're on the ocean all of a sudden. And I guess Twilight Princess is similar to Ocarina of Time. But then everyone was unhappy with it, so they're like, let's be fucking birds in the sky, dude. Put motion controls in. And then everyone's like, this is dumb. So they're like, all right, let's just let you fucking chop things down and build bridges out of tree stumps and
trees.
Yeah, burn your ass on peppers. I don't care. Whatever the fuck you want to do. So make wild like these runes. You know, you're gonna get your like green tunic, you little bitch. You're gonna have this little blue one. So there you go. Have at it. Go chop things down. So yeah, I don't know. It's just fun. I hope I'm done with it by next week, but we'll see. I said I'm already like halfway through it. So
Okay.
just got to get the bird done, and then the lizard, and then go fight Ganon. maybe do that
Okay.
last dungeon, and that's it. That's all there is in the game. Easy peasy.
It seems easy.
Yeah. The only other thing I have to talk about is so they finally, not at GameStop, just my ever continuing Amiibo Chronicles. I was just driving home from school and they put up the Amiibo pre-orders for Monster Hunter Stories 2 at Amazon Japan, and I was like, I think I told you guys about this before. Apparently, GameStop's not doing pre-orders on them; they're just doing like first come first serve. And I was like, that's fucking annoying. And not to mention too, like I think I told you guys with the Rise Amiibos, when I did get them from GameStop last time, they ended up charging me an arm and a leg with shipping. That was so expensive. I'm like, it's almost cheaper to import them. Well, the verdict's in, folks. It is cheaper to import them. It was my order from Amazon Japan, the Monster Hunter Amiibos, cheaper than getting the Amiibos from GameStop in my own country.
Wow, that's insane.
That makes no fucking sense.
No, it doesn't.
And that's like including taxes and shipping and everything. Like the end cost, it's cheaper to get them from Japan.
That just sounds stupid.
Yeah, and I guess it just goes to show you like the crazy shit that GameStop does. So, surprise?
Wild.
No,
Not
I'm
really?
not surprised.
Yeah.
I do want to say two things because I forgot. I didn't play these, but I watched them. So I want to mention that. I was thinking out loud. Sorry. Fuck. My bad.
How dare you?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, whenever you're done, I'll talk about that.
I'm done.
Oh, okay.
I know that's
Nick,
Okay.
because you told me to, I went and watched Inside.
Oh, you did?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Twice.
Twice.
I really, really liked it. I think it was fucking fantastic, actually. Mike, if you haven't watched Inside, you should probably watch Inside. It's really good.
What's Inside?
It's Bo Burnham's new stand-up special.
Oh yeah, I watched half of it. I got bored.
Aw, you bastard.
I don't remember why I got bored. Because I didn't think I watched half of it. I watched like a third of it. I got bored. It's not bad. I was not in the mood. Like it's very music heavy. That just wasn't what I was in the mood for.
Have you never watched Bo Burnham?
I have. I talked about it last week.
Literally, all of his stuff is music. Why would you go in and expect anything different?
Because like at least the stand-ups I saw, they were like not all music. He had music.
No, all of his stuff is pretty much music. Nick, are you here with me on this one? I'm pretty sure everything. Yeah, everything he's ever done is music.
Maybe I just don't remember, or maybe his songs were better last time. I don't know.
I honestly think this is some of his best work, to be completely honest. Yeah. I think it's amazing how well he filmed it and everything. And then
the filming, fantastic.
The shit ton of metaphors that he has in the actual video itself too, that are like little hidden Easter eggs, are fucking amazing too. I don't know. I really liked it. It was good. It was really good. It was very artsy, and I like that kind of shit.
Yeah, I mean it's fat. Like I said, it just wasn't quite what I was in the mood for. And I don't know. Maybe I just don't remember. But I swear, like the other stuff I saw was maybe closer to like 50-50, and this was just like all music, and I was just like,
absolutely not. His stuff, like even when he goes to like do stand up, even in his old stuff, he would do it while singing the stand up thing. Like he would like bring his piano and singing into his stand up. Like I don't think there's ever been a stand up that he's done that isn't songs.
Well, I'm not saying that there weren't songs there, but like I said, some of the jokes that I remember from him were like literally just jokes.
A lot of his jokes that I remember are like in the songs only. Like I don't think I've like I don't know. Like I was even listening to his old stuff, and like he would say like maybe one line of dialogue and then just instantly into a song.
Yeah, I don't know. It's been a while since I watched it too, so it could just be like my misremembering. Like I'm definitely not like so adamant that I'm gonna be like you are crazy, because I definitely don't remember it that well. But as I said, I was just not looking for a musical comedy when I was had time to watch it. So
you were in the wrong place then.
Yeah, wrong.
Did you at least make it to the fucking reaction video portion of the?
That one's so fucking good.
It's so good. It's so perfect.
I stopped White After White Girl Instagram. So that was my like.
That is a shame. You didn't even get to like the good shit. He didn't get to any of the good shit, like at all.
Sexting is so good.
The white girl Instagram thing, like it made me smile, and I was like, "Oh, that's cute," but I was like, "I can't watch any more of this." So, yeah, like I said, maybe when I'm like in the mood for it, but I'm just not.
The streaming and the YouTube reaction videos thing that he did was just fucking perfect, Nick. It was so perfect.
I love that. That whole shtick was great.
That entire bit was amazing.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm now thinking about it, Mike, there's more non-singing in this than any of his other content, I think, actually.
I think you might be right.
Yeah.
Truly.
See, I just don't remember him singing that much before.
It's all he did. It's literally all he did.
And the joke that I remember from him is just so nasty that I can't even repeat it.
Oh, I wish I knew what it was.
It definitely wasn't a song.
One of my favorite songs of his is "Kill Yourself." I fucking love that one. Isn't that from Sad also? I think it might be.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Just because the Katy Perry lyrics thing, where it's he's telling everyone to go see a shrink, and then he's like, but if you try to find inspiration in Katy Perry lyrics, and then he just goes back into the song's chorus, which is, kill yourself, it'll only take a minute, you'll be happy that you did, just go over to a train and stick your face in it.
It's good times.
It's good. It's real good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
I was gonna say, I didn't play anything, obviously. I did score something, though.
Yeah?
Like a basket?
No, I got another Animal Crossing Build-A-Bear.
Oh. I thought you already had all of them.
No,
got more.
So Tom Nook came out, or not Tom Nook, KK came out today.
Oh, I didn't know they did a KK.
And so like how the first one was like a virtual line, and like waiting for hours to get it, I just logged right on and got this one, and also had access to every other Animal Crossing Build-A-Bear. So like there was no issue at all getting, like, literally just logged in, bought it, left, all good. This one comes bundled with the KK Disco, so I'll press his paw to start playing KK Disco for me.
Ooh, fancy. That's what I have playing in my house. It's like my favorite of his songs.
I was honestly expecting you to press it and then me hear it. Yet.
He just got. I just ordered.
I know. That went through my head after you said it, and I was like, wait a minute.
Well, he actually looks pretty decent. Like the other ones kind of looked a little, but this one looks fairly decent to me. So I'm happy. I'm gonna add him to the bunch. So I was able to score that. I also tried signing up for Newegg Shuffle today because they were like just had graphics cards, and I did not get picked, sadly. But I'll try again. We'll keep trying. But now I just wanted to share that I got the Tom Nook, and I'll be playing the music when he gets here.
Yes, you have to. Has
anyone watched Loki yet?
I did.
I did too.
Do you like it?
I loved it.
I'm gonna say this is probably going to be my favorite MCU show to date.
I've seen none of the rest, but I wanted to see this one so bad.
The first episode of this was probably the strongest first episode of all the MCU shows I've seen thus far, and the direction that the show is going is more interesting, and what it has to do with the entire universe is more interesting. Like the other two shows are good.
It's just SCP Containment Breach with Loki,
basically,
and I'm okay with that.
But there's fan theories about that. There's a lot of fan theories with it about what's happening, and like I'm just excited to see where the show's gonna go. But no, it's very good, very very good. So I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was great.
Yes, sir. Oh,
yeah.
There's a picture of the Evil Dead game, and somebody photoshopped in Peter Griffin.
Why?
Because they could.
Okay.
It looks funny. It looks very funny.
Why not?
I put it in the general chat.
Oh my god. All right then.
Yeah. You guys want to talk about that shit now?
Yeah, let's talk about that shit. So, Summer Games Fest was played today. It's about 4 hours long. The video was. It was a very long live stream, and they announced a ton of shit. And actually, I know this is its own thing right before E3, but I feel like this is like the kickoff, the start of everything due to what was announced during this. It was pretty is pretty crazy. So you just alluded to the Evil Dead game, which we did get an announcement and video for. It kind of looks like a third-person version of Left 4 Dead mixed with like those Dead by Daylight games or those other games where like people can play as the monster. And honestly, I kind of dig it. I like the idea of actually being able to fight back against them. It's pretty cool. Not just having to run away, because like you have guns and you have your chainsaw arm and all this other shit. And I'm like, this is neat. I like this a lot. And if you've watched Evil Dead, be it the show or the movies, there's actually a lot there for the people that have done so. Like, there's a lot of fan stuff there, and it's really neat. So yeah, that was one of the games they showed, and a few other games. I'm gonna go over the like smaller highlights first that I think, or ones that I think you guys would care about. Mike, let's start with you.
Okay.
Jurassic World Evolution 2.
I saw the news. I didn't see the video.
Yeah, that was announced, and it was announced by Jeff Goldblum. He did the voiceover for the trailer for it, and it's pretty cool. I would recommend checking it out if I were you.
I guess it takes place after the last movie.
It does look like that.
It has flying dinosaurs and swimming dinosaurs now.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very exciting.
Yep.
I think they said there's like 75 species of dinosaurs.
That's pretty neat.
It also has, what's her name? Who did the one girl too? I don't remember.
I don't know.
What's her name? Claire, I think was the character's name. I think Dallas is their name.
I'm not going to try because I don't know.
She was a redhead in Jurassic World, the park manager. She's also doing voices in it. I can't think of her name. Dallas Howard, I want to say. Okay. I'm really bad with names.
Someone from Jurassic World did more voices in it. Got it.
Yes.
They opened the show with two things. First was a new Borderlands spin-off called Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, which looks to be a Borderlands game that takes place in the Tiny Tina's Dungeons and Bunkers and Badasses world. And that looks pretty neat. I actually kind of dug that. That was cool. I want to see more stuff on that. And then one of the other things they opened it up with was, well, actually, the one I thought was really cool was a Metal Slug Tactics game that looks a lot like a combination of Final Fantasy Tactics and Advanced Wars. Okay. I thought that was really neat. And then the next game, which we've been talking about this for a while, we've been asking about it when we've had like our discussions and stuff, and it's Death Stranding for PS5.
Yes.
Which they announced. They announced Death Stranding for PS5, the Director's Cut edition. They didn't tell us if we'd be having a free upgrade or if it was an add-on that we could purchase or if we just have to go out and buy the game all over again. So we don't have that info yet, but it did show some weird shit where Sam was like, he took a box and dumped the oranges on the ground and then got inside of it. I don't know what he was doing. It was just weirdness for weird's sake.
I will say there's some interesting wording here. Because they said that the Death Stranding Director's Cut for PS5 will have a full reveal in the coming weeks. So my assumption with that is that in the coming weeks we're going to get a state of play, and that's going to be obviously one of the things that they show off.
Yeah,
I feel like I feel like that's like the first kind of clue that we're going to get some sort of event from Sony in the coming weeks. But like, is that June? Is that July? I don't know. They didn't say.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I think they'll do it alongside E3 just so they can have something out there.
I mean,
that's my theory.
They're cutting it close if they haven't announced it yet.
Well, I think like maybe after the whole thing, they'll be like, we're doing a state of play or something. Yeah. I don't know.
I think they'll do it like the last week of June.
We got some rumor was there something this month, but we'll see.
We got some like just straight up crazy Among Us stuff announced. I know. Among Us is meme. It's a sus, that sort of thing. But they announced 15 players.
Oh. Yeah,
a game for 15 players. They announced they're going to make hide and seek a canon game mode. A map 5 was announced. New colors for the other, 15 players that they're going to be now. So like rose, maroon, that sort of stuff. They announced achievements. They announced cross progression between the console versions and the PC version and the mobile phone version. So like they announced quite a lot for Among Us that's coming up. They basically were just like, hey, we're doing a bunch of shit for this game. We still care about it. Hopefully, after we've done all of this shit, you guys will finally let us take a nap. I believe even at the end of the trailer it says, and maybe we'll finally get to sleep once it's all done. After that, there was a small indie game that they showed, which I actually rather like this indie game. There was a game called Salt and Sanctuary. I don't know if any of you guys have played it.
No.
Okay,
Nope.
so it's a really cool like 2D Metroidvania / Dark Souls like game that looks like a Flash game you would see on Newgrounds, but that's the style it's made in on purpose, and it's really neat. They announced a sequel to it called Salt and Sacrifice, which will have online multiplayer as well. So that looked really cool. That's just a me thing. That's me being like, yeah, I like that. That shit's good. Just they announced a new area for Escape from Tarkov, which is like the streets. Like you can take it to the streets and you can explore all the back alleys and all this other stuff. And that looked really neat. They had some really cool shit there. The people that made 2 Point Hospital announced a new game called 2 Point Campus, where you build and maintain a college campus. There is another game that's like Left 4 Dead that was announced. It looks like it's in space, and it takes place on a space station where all these aliens have invaded. But it's very silly. So it's got like Portal vibes, but it also has Left 4 Dead because it's 4-player co-op and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of shit here to unpack actually in this like beginning thing. I'm not gonna go through the like smaller things. I'm just gonna go for any of the big stuff I saw. Oh, the people that made oh, what was it called? I'm trying to remember the name of it. Payday. You remember Payday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starbreeze?
The people that made that have opened up their own studio, and they announced 12 games in production from their studio at once.
That's a little ambitious.
No. They also showed all of them. So it wasn't just like, here's the title of them. It was like, here's gameplay. We've been working on these for a long time. Also, we're a new studio. Here's all of our games. And one of them was actually, it appeared like they might be making like another Payday game.
Yeah, that was actually already confirmed.
Yeah, but it looked like a campaign sort of deal. Like a actual like story mode sort of thing. It looked really interesting. I don't know. It was just like very short glimpses here and there. But yeah. And the big, huge fucking reveal that I actually wanted to talk about. We got gameplay for the White Whale, as many people call it, Elden Ring, which so many people have been looking for gameplay and footage and anything of this game. Every E3. It's been a long time. And we got a whole bunch of stuff for it. A very long trailer, I think maybe like 3-4 minutes long. It's pretty hefty boy, and or at least it feels that way. It showed that like there's mounted combat and like you can like summon mounts, and that it's like voice acted, and there appears to actually be like a story that doesn't seem to just be hidden like all the Dark Souls games, which makes sense because it's being made by George R.R. Martin. The writing is, and yeah, it looked phenomenal. And then they revealed that it releases January 21st of 2022. So,
Do we think
yeah.
that's going to get delayed?
I don't know. I feel like with this one, they've been so quiet and said so little about it that it might actually release because they've been working on it this whole time and they just didn't say anything because they've been working on it this whole time. So I think it could go either way, but I'm leaning more towards this actually releasing when they said it would release.
Yeah, I'm actually really shocked that we got a release date for it. I thought we were just going to get maybe like a new trailer and that was it, but like the fact that we got a solid release date for it, I thought was very interesting.
Well, I think some of the rumors were saying it was coming out this year. I bet the January date was kind of more of an optimistic time for them to hit their goals. So we'll see. I know it's been very hyped for a while. So, but who knows? It's George R.R. Martin. It may never come out.
Old George Railroad Martin.
Yeah. Oh, George. Don't watch the last 12 episodes, Martin.
I'd say at least the last 6.
Wasn't the last season 12 episodes? I'm just saying don't watch the last season at all.
Well, they split the last season into 2 bits, right?
Oh,
Is that how they did it?
I think you're right. So you know what? Don't watch the last 6 episodes.
Because it was really like, and they were, I still say, like,
No, they
weren't necessarily bad. It was just
they were awful.
rushed.
No, they were absolutely awful.
It's just super rushed. Like,
So
the
many
story
characters
itself,
did things that were completely out of character. There were so many jumps in to get to the conclusion that didn't make any sense for what was going on beforehand, even 10 episodes ago. No, it was garbage.
well, that's what I was saying. That was the rushing problem.
It doesn't mean that it's not garbage, though. It was actual trash.
I mean, well, most of it, though, like, how would I say this? Like, I feel like everything that happened was already foreshadowed. Like, I feel like this is where it was heading, but they just didn't have, because they were in such a hurry to get the fuck out of HBO, like, they didn't take the time to actually, like, flesh out these ideas the way it should have been like, that last 2 seasons or whatever should have been, like, instead of, like, well, like the last 6 episodes, should have been, like,
Dude, they
24
did not
episodes.
flesh out the fucking Queen of Dragons losing her shit on fucking
Everything?
what's his name? Yeah, on everything. They did not flesh that out. That was the most rushed shit ever, and it was awful.
I know. I agree. And the thing is, though, like I said, like it's been like foreshadowed since the first season. Like you knew that's where it was headed.
Yeah, you knew it
At least
was.
I did. But it was
yeah,
just
no,
like
I always knew that like we were getting to that point, but it was just like it was like
they
snapping your
switch.
fingers, and it was just like they had a heel turn, and like they have in wrestling. She had a fucking heel turn. She just walked out one day and fucking punted a baby, and then it's like, all right, I guess she's a bad guy now.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, no, I do agree. Like I said, like I don't agree with the way that the story was handled. Like it needed like 2 full more seasons.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, they were just in such a rush to get to presumably their Netflix deal that they were just like, bye.
That was then dropped, so like
because they fucked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I think the big telltale sign is like HBO was like, "Are you guys sure you don't want more episodes?" And they're like, "Oh no, we're good." Like,
yeah.
Usually when like shows are like, "Hey, do you want like when the networks like, do you want more shows?" Like, "Oh, thank God!" Like we wanted more. No, we don't want it more. It was epic money-making series that we've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Hot Mess Express.
Yep.
Is that how you got from Summer Games Fest? Is there anything else?
Yeah. I mean, there were like smaller things here and there, like some Smite having a crossover with Stranger Things in the upcoming Battle Pass. So that's kind of neat. So there's like character skins that change your character into like 11. Sorry, why the fuck did I say 13? I was reading something. 11 and Hopper and Demogorgon and the Mind Frayer. So like there were skins for that. So that's neat. That's cool. Fast 9's having a crossover with Rocket League because of course it is. I mean, not that much else. Just little things scattered here and there. They also
new season's coming out soon too, isn't it? For Stranger Things.
I don't know. We don't have a release date. I don't think
They put out a trailer. I thought
they did, but we didn't get a release date.
check it.
I might be wrong, and if I'm wrong, please do let me know. But there's one other thing I just remembered. They did announce during the Summer Games Festival that both Xbox and Steam, again this year, will be allowing people to play demos of the games they show off during E3 and stuff like that. So starting next week on Tuesday, you'll be able to download games on Xbox Live, or just Xbox in general, Xbox One, Series X, Series S, whatever. You'll be able to download demos of the games they show off on there. And the same with Steam.
Yep.
Well, I guess the trailer had some cryptic numbers in it that lead people to believe that it's coming out on February 4th.
So nothing official. Got it.
Yeah.
Just cryptic.
Mm-hmm.
Cryptic thing.
And I guess the last thing I'll go to before we do our E3 predictions and stuff is Battlefield 2042 got announced, which is the next Battlefield game, which seems to... Okay, all right. I don't know how much you know about Battlefield, either of you, but the trailer was recreating like famous YouTube and Twitch clips from the Battlefield franchise. So like it was straight up just doing a like, fancy big budget trailer using moments that had actually happened in the Battlefield community. And it was really neat. It was really cool. I dug this. Obviously the like weather effects and the natural disasters where someone jumped out on a wingsuit and flew through a tornado was not part of the Battlefield community because it's never happened before. But there was some really cool shit in this, and honestly, I'm looking forward to this game. But Origin Access is an option, so I'll probably just rent it for a month and see how it plays.
Okay, not bad.
Can we talk about how it's just a multiplayer game only, but they're still charging full $70 for it?
I thought it was only $60.
Nope, $70 for the next gen version.
Oh, on PC it's $60, so I was a little confused.
Yeah. No, we're getting gameplay for that at the Xbox event on Sunday.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Something interesting too, I don't know if you guys saw it today, that Xbox announced, is that they're basically not only making their own little Xbox dongle, but smart TVs will be able to stream Xbox games in the future.
That's cool.
In the very near future. So basically any smart TV or any TV with their smart device plugged into it, you can stream games just how you'd stream like a Netflix movie. Which is going to be... I feel like that's going to be really big for them, because I feel like both manufacturers' huge problem right now, Sony and Microsoft, is that they can't get consoles into their fans' hands. And then Microsoft is just like, hey, what if we just... boop? And then, great, now every home with a smart TV now basically has access to Xbox. So, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's actually pretty crazy to think. Yeah. Can't get that Series X, but you can stream the games from it.
Yes, sir. Which is, I mean, honestly, if xCloud is good, next best thing. Just do that. But I don't know if xCloud is good. I haven't used it.
My friend that got the beta it said it was really good, but I don't know.
That's good.
We'll find out soon enough.
All right, should we predict shit now? Does anyone else have anything to say?
No. I think we're gonna get game announcements.
Yes, I think probably a couple.
I think Nintendo fans will be both disappointed and excited.
That's just Nintendo fans.
Todd Howard. We're also...
You should stop it there.
Todd Howard.
Woo!
Go Madden.
All right. I think we're going to see a lot more free-to-play games this year announced.
Okay.
Throughout all the consoles, more so than full-price titles. And the reason for that, in my opinion, is things like Apex and Fortnite and Call of Duty Warzone are making a fuck ton of money. And they're all free games. So my thoughts are, I think a lot of other people are going to try to enter the free-to-play market with the kind of games that you would not expect to be a free-to-play game. And we might even see some games that are already paid games become free-to-play as an announcement. Like, I actually think Fall Guys is going to become free-to-play at some point. Like, I really think that game's going to become free-to-play at some point.
Possible. I mean, with Epic owning the studio now, sure, they got the financial backing for it.
Yeah.
That, and they're doing like so many collabs. Like today, I forgot about this during Summer Games Fest. They announced a Nier Automata collab for Fall Guys. 2Bean.
Yeah. You're getting 2Bean. Yeah, but I could definitely see that happening. And honestly, I have a sneaking suspicion. So we didn't talk about this either from Summer Games Fest, but there's that new studio coming that is making, like, their first IP is going to be partnered with Sony.
Yeah, I did see that. Was it Devastation?
Yeah.
Like that?
Basically, the guys behind them are like pretty big, like, names in movies and games. So like the one dude, his first movie produced was 1917. He also did Coming to America and the Tom Clancy Amazon series. And the other two people that they have that are big names on board for director and writer and executive producer worked on Black Ops 1 and 2. So I'm wondering if they're pulling them in to make some sort of free-to-play, big money-making shooter.
So I actually have a theory as to what's going to be a free-to-play game.
Yeah?
So I think the next Splinter Cell is going to be free to play.
Possible.
I think it's going to have the Spies versus Mercs gameplay that made the multiplayer Splinter Cell such a good multiplayer game, and I think they're going to have that game be free to play with like battle passes and shit like that.
Okay.
That's one of my theories, because they did mention recently they were going to. Well, there was a rumor, a leak, so to speak, where a Splinter Cell 3v3 game would be announced at E3, and it would be PvP. And my thoughts is that game will be announced, and it will be free to play.
Mm-hmm. Possible.
Yeah.
We're also getting the other. They got the other Tom Clancy game coming back, the one that was called Quarantine, and then we had a pandemic, so they renamed it.
Yeah, I saw that. Extinction now, I think it's what it is.
Extraction.
Extraction.
Yes. I don't think Extinction would be better
No.
for a quarantine game.
No.
Extraction's a little bit.
Tom Clancy's viral epidemic, and then like 2 weeks later, hey guys, stay inside. We'll come out. Oh shit. Let's go back to marketing.
This is too real.
This one,
I don't know about that. It's aliens. I don't think it's that real. So yeah, that's a thing that happened. The whatever it is, the Tom Clancy's Extraction is a Rainbow Six Extraction is a multiplayer co-op game where it's much like Left 4 Dead with aliens.
Okay.
So yeah,
That'd be fun.
Well, they had it as an event during the during Halloween each year on Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay.
And I've played it, and it is a lot of fun. So making it its own game is the smart thing to do, because people wanted that mode to stay around, and they were like, no, it's only a Halloween event. But then so many people would log on for the Halloween event update just to play that game mode. So they're like, fuck, I guess, shit.
Ubisoft's like, shit, we're losing money. Get someone out of that fast.
So yeah, there's that.
I mean, what do I think? Ubisoft, I think we're going to see... I think that Mario vs. Rabbids 2 is a real thing.
I think that's a probability. A very big probability.
I mean, we're at the right time frame for it.
Yeah.
So, it's because it's been a couple of years now. It was really successful for both of them. So, I mean, I think that just makes a lot of sense. Whether or not it will be... I'm curious to see like how much they would build on it, but listen, I think that's something that they will do. I think Beyond Good and Evil 2 still like
you think that's coming back around?
forever away.
We'll get very little info. They'll be like, yeah, it's a game.
Hey, remember this game? It exists.
All right, bye-bye.
That's all we're going to show you again. Please work for us for free on this game.
I think they dropped that project because...
oh, did they?
I think so. I don't know.
I haven't heard anything about it in a while.
They're getting free artwork, and they're like, oh, wait, why would we do this?
Yeah, we pay artists to do this. So is that Microsoft? I think they're going to have some new acquisitions. Although I don't think it's going to be anything like earth-shaking. Like they already got Bethesda.
It's going to be Sega.
No.
I'm calling it now. It will be Sega.
No, I don't think so either.
No.
All right. Listen.
It's not Sega.
Okay, what makes you think at this point it's not Sega?
Because there's no factual clues leading to me to believe that it is Sega.
Oh, you mean like the fact that Phantasy Star was bought by Microsoft and published by it, and they made a shit ton of money, and that's a Sega property? Like the fact that every single game from the Yakuza series has come over to Game Pass, and they're also going to be getting Judgment as well as other games in the Yakuza's upcoming series as part of Game Pass and as part of the Microsoft brand? Or the fact that there have been several other Sega games that have been announced to be going to Game Pass? None of that seems to like point to the point that maybe it's Sega.
No.
Okay.
I don't think games is going to Game Pass is indicative of any sort of deal between
I don't
them.
either, but when you're stuck on a Sony platform for 27 years, maybe it's 22, it's 20-something years, and then you just show up and all of your games are dumped on Game Pass as well as on Microsoft's new system, something's going on. Like that's a lot of that's like a big acquisition very quickly for something to not be going on. I know.
I think it's just reaching. I think
I
they're
don't think it
reaching
is. I don't think
They're
it is.
reaching it.
I think this is going to be the year where they announce that they have bought Sega.
I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft has tried. I just don't think it's happened yet.
I don't think
that's where I
don't
am
think
on
it's
it.
happening.
I think they're just like in bed with each other right now.
Yeah,
they're just feeling things out, but they're not ready to commit yet.
I think what would sell it for me, Brandon, honestly, is if Persona came over to Xbox.
All right.
So like if Xbox comes out on stage and is like, hey, Persona like 4 and 5 and what's the other one that just came out?
You did see the rumor that it was rated for Xbox, right?
Strikers.
Like, it was recently rated for Xbox.
Like if all those Personas come over, I'll be like, okay, maybe, because like Persona, like not Shin Megami Tensei, but like Persona specifically has been like a Sony franchise, like a PlayStation game for all of its life.
So was Yakuza.
Main games is what I'm saying, because Persona Q was the DS and all that shit.
Again, so was Yakuza.
Yeah, but I think Persona is a much bigger IP for them than Yakuza.
Yeah, I do get that. That does make sense.
Yakuza in recent years has blown up, but Persona has been consistently the mainstay for them. And I can see why Microsoft would want them, because that would be like, we can't beat Japan, so we might as well just buy our foothold in Japan.
We're gonna buy Japan because we can't beat Japan.
But honestly, I want Microsoft to stop at this point. I think they're becoming like Disney, and they're just buying up all these companies, and it's just like, can we not?
I do get that as well. But
like at the end of the day, too, like when it comes to like their Bethesda acquisition, if what we're thinking is coming true with that, and like only Bethesda games will come to Xbox platforms in the future, it's just kind of shitty for everybody, right? That's shitty for everybody. You can
play it on your TV.
I mean, if you want to.
Yeah,
like,
I get that.
That's my thing. Is like I wouldn't want, because I feel like with now, like if you give them the choice to make that game an exclusive, it's fine. But I feel like Microsoft is like, hey, we couldn't make games for shit, so we bought good studios, and now we're locking those franchises now behind our console. Good luck, fuckers.
So I'm going to say this right now. When it comes to Sega, the reason why I want it to be true is because Sony's current stance has so much meddling with changing content from games and censoring shit that is Japanese that Microsoft is actually not censored. So I really want them to have purchased Sega so that things will be not as heavily changed as Sony has been doing lately.
I mean, that's fair.
It's definitely possible.
Sony could be chasing them away, because I think Persona 5...
Sony's become very westernized since moving to California.
I don't think I'm going to use the term westernized. I think I'm going to use... Is there a term for, like... I'm trying to think, because I don't see them as being, like, American westernized, but more so, like, European westernized.
Oh, absolutely not. They're definitely American westernized.
No, I don't think that's the case, because I don't think the way that their upper management is acting is American, like, with that, because I feel like...
censorship and whatnot?
With the censorship?
That seems very American to me.
Depends on what company you're talking about.
I'm talking about Sony.
I think that's more so to do with their upper management and not the fact that they're in America, because like a lot of their upper management is from like Sony Computer Entertainment of Europe.
I think it's for two reasons. They're in America and they're in California. That's the reason why.
I don't know. I mean, you can 100% make that argument with Apple, and I believe you, but I don't think that is the case.
Well, once they move their main branch, I'm sorry, I'm getting off on a tangent, but once they moved their main branch to California, that's when they started being like, we don't want this in our games. But when they're in our first-party titles, fuck yeah, we want this in our games. And it's just very wishy-washy and shitty, and it almost feels like they're trying to run out like the Asian markets in general become a lot more westernized.
I mean, especially with the cutting down of team, was it Asobi, whatever the fuck it was.
Sony Japan completely fucking axed. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, like, if that's the case, and like Sega jumped ship, or maybe not even acquisition, right? But like maybe like
a
in the
partnership.
future, Sega's like, hey, we're exclusively making games for Microsoft going and PC going forward.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's fine. I don't think they're going to outright purchase them because I think Sega has too much other things kind of going for them.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see their benefit. Like if you're starting to cut into their bottom line, we're like, hey, we really want to make these games.
I mean, Sony ran NIS off their platform. Sony
that's what
ran,
I'm saying.
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
So many
I think once you start
Asian
cutting into that,
developers off of their platform, and I really do see like Microsoft being like, Sega, you're fucking next. Come on over here, boys.
That's what I'm saying. I think Sega would enter an exclusivity deal with them, but I don't think they would outright be purchased by them.
Okay.
So like I think maybe that would be like the length of what we would see. Especially like it'd be wild if like Microsoft comes out on, or what's his name from Microsoft?
I don't even know now.
If he comes out on stage, he's like, hey, by the way, Persona 4 remastered, Persona 5, the Royal, both coming to Game Pass like today.
Yeah, that would be.
That would rip ass.
If that happens, would you just be like, all right, you're right? Would you concede?
Because if he said, hey, we acquired Sega, sure, I concede. But without the actual words of, hey, we have acquired said company, it's up in the air.
But would you see it more likely, like I'm saying?
I would see it more likely.
If that were to happen.
I would definitely see it more likely.
Mm-hmm.
Because like that's arguably their biggest franchise at this point.
Yeah, I think that is actually their biggest franchise.
God knows it's not Sonic. So
yeah,
true. But no, I'm excited to see what they got coming. I don't want more acquisitions. I want to see what their acquisitions have been doing because I think they kind of
absolutely
they rattled off their acquisitions like 2-3 E3s ago when they first.
I think it was last year or not last year.
No,
it was the last E3. Like 2019.
So I think in 2019 is when they really rattled off all their new acquisitions. I want to see what they're fucking doing now. And
that's fair, 100%.
I am on the cusp of wanting to get an Xbox, only because like I see like I want the maybe like the S just to have in like my bedroom or something, or for the portability that I can move it like from my bedroom to down here or wherever.
Yeah,
and have like a separate thing. Because I've already made my mind that I'm going to get Halo Infinite on PC regardless.
Yeah.
But I want them to give me a reason to have specifically an Xbox platform that isn't my PC, because my PC is not the greatest right now. And I wouldn't mind.
You can't make it better now, can you?
No, and honestly, I am definitely married to having the company's box. You know what I mean? Like, I understand that I can play those games on my PC just fine. But to me, there's like, I can't bring my computer into my living room very easily.
What are you running on your computer again?
7700K, i7, an RX 580. So
I mean, that on June 22nd, that's you'll be able to play games better.
Not with my card.
Yes, you will.
They're not bringing out the RX 580. That card's old as fuck.
FSR is being brought to every graphics card, including NVIDIA.
Oh, I don't know. But I don't plan, because I'm currently in the process of building a new computer right now, which I know is stupid. But until I can do that,
it's probably not the smartest thing right now.
No, it's fine though. But give me a reason to buy like a Series S, and I'll buy it, and I'll like, especially too like me, the physical media whore, like I'll buy a Series S just to have it as a stream box. I have Game Pass. And I'll just use that. But yeah, bring out.
I'm gonna be honest with you. You probably would be just better off getting a Series X after looking into everything, if it's possible. The reasoning for it is their proprietary memory cards for the Series S. One, they're very hard to get a hold of, and two, they're like $230. So you're already just paying the price of a Series X at that point.
Also very true.
So.
But yeah, I that's what I want. I want to see more reasons to buy their console, because I like how they did it in comparison now to Sony. Now that we're like a half a year into it, whereas like they didn't come out and be like, this is a Series X game, this is an Xbox game, you can play it on both consoles. Where like Sony was like, hey, here's Spider-Man Miles Morales on PS4, on PS5. Hey, it's $10 cheaper on PS4. But if you pop it into your PS5, you get the update for free. So what's the fucking point of doing that?
You're
Besides
100%
stealing
right.
money from you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's my thing. I think I just need to see more things from them. I want to see a new Forza.
Yeah, me too. That'd be great.
But I want to see new stuff.
You think this is the year for a new Forza? I think this might be the year for a new Forza.
I think because we're Horizon. That should be coming, right? Another Horizon.
I think so.
Yeah,
maybe.
So, but I want to see a lot of new stuff too. I'm ready for new stuff.
Yeah, me too.
Like I would like to sit here and be like, oh, I want to see like another, Gears of War or whatever, like known franchise. I definitely want to see more Halo Infinite, but I also want to see more new, fresh ideas.
Mm-hmm.
So, and
Starfield. Maybe we'll see.
Starfield looks cool. It's going to be probably cool.
I mean, it's Bethesda,
and hopefully it works.
So it's going to be a glitchy mess. Got it.
Yep. That's my takeaway from it. All right. So I mean, we got some other stuff going on. Supposedly there is my favorite portion of E3. Supposedly there's actually a Devolver Digital conference this year.
Yes, sir.
I'm really excited for that.
What, 5 announcements from them?
I don't care. I just love watching them because they're like sketch comedy shows that last like 40 minutes and they're fucking great. And there's like an overarching plot in their E3 press conferences and I fucking love it.
I just went to their Twitter to see if they had a date for that, and their description in their Twitter bio is athletic apparel for busy moms.
All right.
Devolver. Oh, tune in. Devolver Max Pass. Oh, so it's Devolver Max Pass Plus.
Oh no!
Watch the full Devolver Max Pass Plus on June 12th, 1:30 Pacific on Twitch.
God, when is it?
June 12th.
Okay.
So Saturday.
Got it.
More official news, narrative prologues, and even planned leaks this week ahead of the Devolver Digital Showcase this weekend. Yep.
It sounds like Devolver Digital.
Yeah. So,
all right, so we got some stuff here. We got a Square Enix Presents special event.
Yep.
What did we think we'll see there?
Kingdom Hearts 4
games.
I mean, is there anything 16? That you mean 16?
16.
17. Yeah, I think that'll be there.
There was also that rumored like Final Fantasy Demon Souls inspired game. Supposedly.
What?
There's rumors of
a rumor of Final Fantasy Tactics, I thought.
Yeah, there's a rumor of a Demon Souls like Final Fantasy-ish game that is like based off of the first game, where you're just a warrior of light and you're going to fucking town.
I'm excited for that to exist if it ever
that
does.
Would be wild.
I would love it.
So I'm always for more Final Fantasy goodness. They'll probably talk about Intergrade because it just came out today. It'll be like, hey, thing.
I feel like they'll talk about the next thing coming in the future, or possibly Intergrade coming to PC, which I think will be announced at some point soon.
Yeah, I think we'll get that as well. I don't know. What else do they make anymore besides Final Fantasy?
They make Hitman. They make Tomb Raider.
They don't make Hitman anymore.
Oh, there's supposed to be a new...
They don't do Hitman anymore. They make Tomb Raider. They do...
There's supposed to be a new Eidos Montreal game. That's confirmed.
Okay.
Kane and Lynch 3.
We'll probably get some sort of Avengers thing.
Oh no. I bought that game for $12, and that was way too much.
So their title card thing says World Premiere from Eidos Montreal, also featuring Babylon's Fall, Life is Strange, True Colors, Marvel's Avengers. So.
Oh, wow, that doesn't sound like a good lineup.
No, we'll probably see some more. Like I said, some stuff from 16. Maybe an Intergrade for PC. Maybe the other game. I don't know.
All right,
Square Enix stuff is usually like hot and cold. I feel.
Yeah, there's some good stuff, and it's just like, Yeah. All right, so what are we thinking about for Nintendo? I think this is the one we need to tackle.
I mean, they said it's going to be software exclusive.
Yep.
Oh, what do you think will be announced? Let's.
I think we're gonna get Pikmin 1 and 2.
That would be nice.
On the Switch.
On the Switch? Okay.
On the Switch.
Okay.
We're definitely getting something Zelda. Like, that's not necessarily Breath of the Wild, but like something Zelda. I wouldn't be surprised if it's some sort of 30th anniversary dealy.
It's gonna be a Tactics Zelda game.
They need
It'll be like a combination of Fire Emblem and Zelda.
They really need to give a release date for that game. There's so
which
many
one?
Zelda for Breath of the Wild 2. There's so many Zelda fans that I'm friends with who are like ready to fucking riot. It's
Yeah, well,
great.
GameStop apparently just got some like 35th anniversary posters or something.
Okay.
People have been losing their shit about. So I'm sure that pre-orders were open for something that day, Zelda related, whether or not it's Breath of the Wild 2 or probably more likely like Wind Waker and Twilight Princess ports to the Switch. I'm sure we'll get those things. There is that rumor I texted you guys about. I don't even know if it's legit. It's just so wild that it just seemed like it made more sense than it should. But what was it? The 2D Donkey Kong has been rumored to supposedly like crossover with Taiko drums.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That one sounds fun.
Yeah, and not totally a wild idea either. If you remember, it's the Odyssey team is the same ones that did Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
Mm-hmm.
So those are supposed to be like a similar style game to that.
Mario Odyssey DLC.
Oh no, that game's dead. DOA. Sorry, it's past its prime. I mean, who knows though? Maybe they'll add like online multiplayer to it randomly. Like, hey guys, we just added multiplayer with Luigi. So, play with Luigi. It'll be fun.
What?
And they did to Mario Party, so who fucking knows?
I know.
Although Super Mario Party 2, I think, is like a slam dunk. If you wanted to guess something random.
Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely coming. I don't think we'll see anything for Metroid.
Mm-hmm.
Or for Metroid Prime this year. I still think that's
I agree. It hurts. We'll probably get something Metroid though.
Yeah, I think that 2D Metroid's like legit. I think we'll probably see the light of day. So
Kirby.
I don't fucking care. Kirby
I
can do
love
whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah. No, Kirby can literally do whatever.
Yeah, I can just do whatever he wants. I think we will see a new Smash character though. Whatever the next Smash Pass character is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That I think will be shown off at E3. So got that. I mean, you'll definitely see like Pokemons and stuff. Like those will be there. I almost feel like it's time for another Fire Emblem too.
Really?
Yeah, like it's time.
Oh,
because what? Like the last one came out 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's Exhibit A. Exhibit B, it wasn't even made by Intelligent Systems, so they've been working on something. So they gotta have something in the pipeline.
Okay. All right, I'm going to ask one other question because I meant to ask this one during the Xbox thing. Do you guys think we'll see anything from Rockstar this year?
Yeah, GTA 5.
Yeah, actually, that is the actual correct answer.
It is, and that hurts. That hurts. I didn't even think about that. Oh my god.
Or it will be even worse. It'll be like GTA 4 for the Switch.
I mean,
no,
I like
it's GTA 4, but done in like the GTA 1 style graphics.
You mean the top down?
Yeah,
those are fun. Those are fun GTA games. That's why the DS one
Chinatown
looks so
War
good.
HD.
Dude, I'm in.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we'll probably get at least a rumbling of something there.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? Anything else that I think we'd see? I don't know. I mean, I think Nintendo, like, I think we're gonna see stuff that we want, but I don't think it's gonna be like outlandishly like crazy. We'll see. I mean, they might show off like Splatoon 3.
Switch.
Huh?
I gave something outlandishly crazy. I said Destiny 2 on Switch.
I mean, honestly, that knowing them, it wouldn't even surprise me. Probably use the same thing that Control does or whatever, like streaming.
Streaming an online MMO? That sounds wonderful.
Yeah, why not? I think that's all the big thing. That's what I would guess. I said,
yeah.
I said the Zelda ports will get Breath of the Wild update, maybe like a release date that will never be met. Smash character, probably see some Splatoon 3, Metroid 2D game, and that Donkey Kong game. And that's it.
Oh, the one you talked about that was like Donkey Kong and the Psycho Drum Master?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I don't think they would do like a Donkey Kong Country. If the rumor is true that they're working on like a Donkey Kong like game, Like they're gonna do something like outlandish. They're not gonna do like a 2D platformer. I don't think.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? Maybe they'd be crazy and do like a 3D Donkey Kong game, but fuck Donkey Kong 64. So it's like the only game that's worse than Sonic Adventure 2.
Nope. Wrong. Nope. Not a bad game.
Donkey Kong 64 is not worth arguing over, Nick. Horrible.
I mean, right. But we do not accept Sonic Adventure 2 slander in this house.
That's true.
I
won't stand for it, my dude.
All the Sonic slander. That should be the next Sonic game, Sonic Slander.
You can go talk shit about Unleashed. That's fun. I'll allow that.
But not Black Knight. That is my favorite.
You can talk shit. You can talk shit about Black. You can talk shit about all the stories.
Nick's about to stand up and be like, "I am the White Knight for the Black Knights."
Oh no!
You will not speak badly of my King Sonic and his Queen, Danica Patrick.
Yes. Yeah. Don't.
That's the correct answer.
We live in a society.
Yeah, we sure do.
I could see Nintendo also doing something. Nintendo's gonna have something like wildly like weird though. Like maybe they'll do some more like GameCube ports or something.
Mm-hmm.
That maybe update the online like stuff. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's Nintendo's like the hardest one to guess because nothing ever gets leaked, even when people pretend to leak shit. So it's just kind of like, yeah, it could be, maybe. So we'll see. We'll see that one. That one I think is like the most unpredictable out of all of them. There's that rumor. Huh?
I was gonna say, yeah, I never can guess what Nintendo is gonna do.
Yeah, never ever. Like it's like you could get fucking everything, or you could get like Metroid Prime Federation Force, Animal Crossing Festival, and what was the other thing they shit on that year? It was like 3 things. I don't remember what the third one was. But they're all shit. Was that Star Fox Zero? I think. Yeah, it was Star Fox Zero. Oh, I did. Well, no, I didn't really love Ziplash, but I didn't hate it. That's just weird. Yeah, maybe that's what we'll get. We'll get 3DS ports. That's what it'll be.
No, we'll get Chibi Robo, like the original one. It'll be on Switch.
I like the original Chibi Robo. That's great.
I've never played it.
I liked Park Patrol a lot too. I thought Park Patrol was a lot of fun.
I've never played them.
Why not?
I don't know. Because Nintendo games hold their value and then they vanish out of production and then they cost a shit ton of money to play.
Yep.
Yeah.
That sounds about right, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, perfect.
That's part of the reason why I've never played. Oh, yeah, I'll go find it real quick. Wait, hold on, let's see. Which one am I looking for? Let's go to Amazon real quick. Let's go to Amazon, all right? Let's type in Chibi Robo. All right,
cool. eBay for you, by the way. I'll try eBay.
All right.
Okay. Actually, no, if they're gonna do another random 3DS game.
Holy shit! Chibi Robo on the GameCube on Amazon used is $233.
Let me do. Can I do it by sold on here?
It probably is actually $200.
Let me see here. Looks like on eBay it also lists for about $250 to $200.
Right. It's just
which makes me say I own this game.
I do too.
I need to sell it because that's money.
Or it'll just get more expensive.
Also true, but my GameCube collection is actually pretty valuable.
Yeah, GameCube just shot up in price on the retro market.
I wonder how much this game is. Resident Evil for the GameCube, $85. That's not even. That's
more expensive than I would have guessed.
Yep, $8 for the first one.
I said if you want to have fun, you can Google my most expensive GameCube game.
What you got?
Just Cubivore.
Oh god.
Yeah. My most expensive is Fire Emblem.
How much is that one?
Radiant. What is it? Path of Radiance?
Yeah, Path of Radiance.
Fire. eBay. Fire Emblem. Path of Radiance.
Was it like $350?
I have just the disc, but it looks like people are selling.
Wait, is yours in the case?
No, I just have the disc.
No, I'm asking about his Cubivore?
Cubivore.
Yeah, is it in case?
Yep. Case instructions.
Everything?
Yep.
All right. Damn.
How much are we looking at?
$700.
Oh wow.
Oh damn! It's like doubled since last time we checked.
Pretty wild, actually.
If you want it on the low end, you can get it for You can sell it for $475.
Was that just like the disc?
No, the disc alone is $350.
Oh, okay.
No, it's like missing instruction manual or art or just being in a box that's like a normal GameCube box.
Generic box.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Is it a DS game? What Chibi Robo games are there?
There's the GameCube one. Park Patrol's the DS.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
right. Those are the two big ones. And then you got like Ziplash. There's another Japanese only one.
Yeah, Park Patrol's like $50.
That didn't go up too much.
That's only for the game.
Oh.
The case is $65. And if you have the full case with like the instruction manual and all that stuff, that's $75.
Ooh.
Yeah, Chibi Robo is very expensive. Fuck the fucking the Japanese Wii version of Chibi Robo is $150.
Yeah, I heard that game's super rare.
I've never played this game, and looking at the prices, I'll never play this game.
Hey, who knows? Maybe GameCube games will come to the Switch Virtual Console. Ta-da!
Is that your guess?
I think it's gonna happen at some point. There's no win. Maybe a couple of years, maybe a couple of systems from now, but it will happen someday.
They'll announce the new Switch Pro, and it will exclusively be the only one that can play GameCube games.
I mean, the way I look at it, they didn't dump all that money into porting Mario Sunshine to the Switch for them to do it for one game. Like, they made that emulator work, so I'm sure they're going to use it for other things. The question is just how they use it.
Yeah.
Will they use it for good, or will they use it for evil? Nobody knows.
That's Nintendo, so probably for both. DMCA.
Okay, guys, we got a great new GameCube port for you. It is Luigi's Mansion.
Oh God!
Enjoy all 3 hours of it.
3 hours? You're being super generous.
Yeah, I know. I know. I think I got it down. It's been a while since I played it. I think my last playthrough was around 2 hours.
You can finish the game in 1 hour and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
I remember doing it.
I think mine was maybe 156 last time I remember playing, and that was about when it came out. I got my GameCube. It was the only game I had, and so I played it.
Me too.
Played it 10 times in a row.
By the end of it, you knew it like the back of your fucking hand.
Yeah, I beat it with the best mansion, the worst mansion, which was actually harder than the best mansion. Yeah, it's nuts. I mean, it was a clever game, but that was just unnecessarily short.
Yeah.
So, do you guys have it? The only other thing I was going to mention, we talked about pre-podcast, is not Nintendo, but there's a rumor floating around that Dead Space is coming back. I've seen it a couple times now, but who knows?
I don't know. I don't think it will.
I mean,
I think it's wishful thinking. But
if we do see it, it'll be at the EA thing, which is on June something or other.
Yeah, it's it's after later. E3. It's 2 weeks after E3.
EA Play Live is July 22nd. Oh, yeah, over a month away.
Yeah. So, got a ways to stew on that one.
Yeah.
But
that one for a bit.
Do you guys have any other E3 things you want to talk about?
No, I'm good.
No? You guys ready to wrap up?
Yep.
Sure.
All right. Wow. Thank you, everyone, for listening to us tonight. Don't forget you can find us on iTunes, Amazon, Google, Spotify, Stitcher, all the podcast places. We're there. And if you want to reach out to us, we're on Facebook, Twitter, or you can send us an email at gamecrunchcast@gmail.com. Brandon, any final thoughts?
I stream every Friday. That's a thing. And it's at 8 p.m. It's pretty good. I have a lot of fun. Sometimes I don't. Most of the time I do. I'm joking. I always do, but that's beyond the point. No, I've been having a lot of fun. Last week we streamed the new Operation Tango game, which was only 4 hours long, but we finished it in one sitting. And since I was having issues with the family and whatnot, that was the only thing we streamed last week. But this week we're going to stream Ratchet and Clank because we both have purchased Ratchet and Clank. I tried to purchase it sooner. In fact, I held it in my hands back on Sunday. Yeah, back on Sunday I had Ratchet and Clank in my hands because some idiot fucking put it out at Walmart, and then I took it to the register. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna, I want to go ahead and buy this. And then he rings it up and it won't ring up. And he keeps ringing it up, and it didn't really go through. And then he had to call someone
I guess
over, and
it's
they're
free.
like, "Yeah, this isn't out yet." And I was like, "Oh, it isn't? Oh, gee, oh, okay. Do you know when it comes out?" Just playing that shit off because I was trying to purchase the game and break Street Day. But yeah, I got fucked by their system, but not allowing him to ring up my game, even though I held Ratchet and Clank in my hands. They also had Final Fantasy VII for the PS5 there too. So like they were both just sitting there on the shelves because someone's a fucking idiot. But I couldn't purchase it because fuck them. Fuck them for not letting me break Street Day.
Bitches.
I love it when like Amazon randomly breaks Street Date. That's always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because I saw someone got Ratchet and Clank from Amazon a week early.
Nice.
And I remember, what was it? It's Smash Brothers for the Wii U. I got like a day or two early.
Mm-hmm.
I remember because it showed up with like all my amiibo like a day or two before it was supposed to be there. And I was like, that's pretty rad. Wasn't expecting this today.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's like a nice little, it's like early Christmas.
Yeah.
And I'm actually, just randomly, I'm sure by tomorrow someone will have built it in Game Builder Garage anyways.
Yeah.
Just play it that way. Is that all you got?
Yeah, I'm done.
Nick, any final thoughts?
I'm good.
All right. That's it. My name's Blake Anastasia. You can find me online. I'm Clash Penguin on Twitter or your favorite gaming console. And until next week, game on.
Game on.
Game
on. Did you get the watermelon sugar high?
Yes.
Oh man, that song.
I did.
Although I will say, Brandon, every time I hear that stupid Justin Bieber song, I think of you.
Which one?
What?
That I get my peaches down in Georgia.
I've not heard that song. What the?
How have you not heard that song? I don't even listen to the radio when I hear it. Like,
hold on.
Same.
Justin Bieber.
It's not a bad song.
Right.
The Biebs didn't do too bad on that song.
Out in Georgia.
No, I mean, I'll give you credit.
It's
it really is.
Literally called Peaches? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Listen, give me a second.
The Biebs.
Why is it not loading? There it is. Maybe I've heard this and I just don't know it. Give me a second. Oh my god, I've heard this fucking song.
It's not bad. I mean, it's obviously like a radio song, but like it's not a bad song.
I'm looking at the first few lyrics of the song and I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is a censored radio song. Holy shit, I didn't know these were the lyrics. I've actually heard this song before, but I didn't know these were the lyrics.
Oh yeah, no. It's
Have you seen the actual lyrics?
It's the Biebs don't pull no punches. No punches.
I like that he just follows it up by politely whispering, "Oh yeah, shit, that's that shit," and then "badass bitch." Just politely whispering in the background.
No, it's weird. It's catchy. But I was up in my office where I record anyways, but I heard like some kids, like they were literally like screaming it out in the street like a couple weeks ago. When I say kids, I mean like 10-year-old kids. Like they weren't old.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, let me open up the thing.
What?
The document.
No, not that. I got an email. Yeah, after all the announcements today, I started getting emails for everything that was announced.
There's a rumor that Dead Space is coming back around. Have you guys been seeing this?
I have not seen that one.
I've seen
like
other
rumors. I've seen
two or three times. No.
I've seen the Splinter Cell rumor, which I kind of hope is true.
Oh, Ubisoft is on Saturday. So
I know it is.
No, I mean, I guess we could This is good talk for our E3.
We're gonna be talking. Oh yeah, we should do that this week today.
Yeah.
Right
This week today right now. We should do that right now. All right, I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, you guys ready to get started?
Mm-hmm.
1 second.
He isn't.
I am now ready.
All right. Oh yeah, shit.
Oh yeah, shit. No, it's oh yeah. Oh yeah, it is oh yeah shit. I thought it was that shit, but that's the weed in
that's
California.
the next one.
That's the weed from California. I got my weed from California. That's
That's
shit.
the shit. Welcome to Game Crunch.
I was
Every time, Brandon. Every time. At least you could have saved it for after I finish the intro. And you could be like, yeah, that's that shit.
Yeah, no, the next line was gonna be badass bitch. But anyway,
no.
we're gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna let everyone guess what I was singing without you guys telling them.
Well, I'm starting the intro over.
Oh no, that was the greatest intro.
I'll put it in the after credits. How's that?